HVAC thermostat wiring for either a heat pump, gas furnace, etc. Question: what happens if we're trying to diagnose a thermostat and we take the faceplate off of the thermostat where the wires are visible, whether that be the hot, the common, the fan, etc. And then one may ask, well, could we jumper these wires? Say, hypothetically, if we twisted this wire to this wire, then the fan would maybe engage if everything's working properly. So first off, be sure to kill the power, because if you touch the wrong wires, namely this wire and this wire, when touching the wrong wires, you could blow the transformer. Oftentimes transformers are fairly reliable. They do not go bad as quite as often as some of the other things in the system unless one makes a mistake. So just kill the power before doing so. And then say if you were twisting this wire here and this wire here, once the power after, and then you powered it back up and it works. Well, the question being, it works. Yes, it works fine. So then the question, well, what does the thermostat do? Well, the manual fan, you can put it over there and it will engage the fan. So, but the thermostat normally, as the word therm would indicate, either senses hot or cold. So once it activates, it closes a contact per se. I'm not sure if contact's the correct word, but it closes the circuit between one circuit and another circuit and makes one come on and the other one go off, etc., according to how high or how low the temperature is, according to whether it be summertime, whether it be wintertime, etc. So basically, but what we're doing here, the concept here is we're jumpering the thermostat. Well, this could be a good thing if we took this wire and wound this wire and we jumpered the thermostat and everything works fine. We say, well, perhaps the thermostat's bad. That may be the case. And then the next school of thought could be, well, if we twisted these wires together, then why don't we just do it this way instead of doing it the thermostat the old-fashioned way? Well, simply because you have if you've twisted these wires together, you may not have anything to cut the system off. So the system may continuously run, and burn out. Eventually burn the motor out or whatever function that's continuously operating without being interrupted. So the thermostat, you can think of it kind of like the brains that senses the high and the low temperature, and once the temperature is satisfied, then it either cuts on or it cuts off. So whether that be, again, in the summertime or the wintertime. So the question is, the reason we're jumpering these is a diagnostics tool, and yes, it may work. However, if you just leave these wound together and the system is energized with the voltage, the system may not know to cut itself off. So you may burn out your blower motor. You may burn out something. I'm not sure what that may be, but this is the reason. The reason is these jumper wires are just a diagnosis tool, but they need to be fed through the thermostat so the thermostat knows when to cut on and to cut off. So this is the reason that you would not leave these jumper wires continuously wound up at all times, because you would have nothing to cut the system off, perhaps, if you did this. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.